In the first episode of Apple TV's The Crowded Room, set in 1970s New York City, we are introduced to Danny Sullivan, a troubled protagonist, and his friend Ariana. The episode begins with Danny holding a gun while riding the metro near the Rockefeller Center. Their conversation suggests that Ariana wants Danny to kill a man they are chasing, but the reasons behind their pursuit remain unclear. During the chase, Danny freezes, allowing the man to escape while Ariana manages to shoot him in the shoulder. The police arrive quickly, leading to a chase where Danny retrieves the gun for unknown reasons. Upon returning home, Danny encounters a menacing man named Yitzhak, who questions him about Ariana's whereabouts. Danny claims to have no knowledge, but Yitzhak hands him a passport and cash, instructing him to find his father. As Danny leaves, the police surround the house and arrest him, mistakenly believing him to be a serial killer. To assess Danny's mental state and validate the police's suspicions, Professor Rhea Goodwin is brought in. However, she doubts their characterization of Danny and agrees to speak with him. During their conversation, Rhea asks Danny to recount his history with Ariana. He reveals that they met in the spring of 1977 when he was a troubled teenager facing difficulties at home with his stepfather, Marlon. Danny's friends, Johnny and Mike, provided him with much-needed support. It is also mentioned that Danny had a deceased twin brother named Adam. At a party, Danny becomes interested in a new transfer student named Annabelle. Their plan to get high together falls through due to a lack of marijuana. During their conversation, Danny mentions the ghost house across from his residence, where Yitzhak had moved in claiming to be from Israel. Rhea informs Danny about unsolved assaults from that time, but he is unsure if Ariana was involved. Johnny devises a plan to impress Annabelle by stealing Marlon's card and PIN code to obtain cash, buy marijuana, sell most of it for profit, and have enough left to get high with Annabelle. Although hesitant, they proceed with the plan. Despite encountering suspicion from a drug dealer named Angelo, they manage to escape with the drugs. Johnny takes charge of selling them, while Danny musters the courage to ask Annabelle out. However, Annabelle's boyfriend, Bill, confronts them and threatens Danny. Rumors of drugs in Danny's locker spread, leading the principal to search it but finding nothing as Johnny and Mike had already moved the drugs. Bill gets caught instead. Feeling overwhelmed, Danny listens to a voicemail from Marlon accusing his mother, Candy, of taking money from his account. He then encounters Bill and his friends, who attack him. Yitzhak intervenes, protecting Danny and fending off the attackers. Frightened, Danny returns home and ends up at the boarding house where he meets Ariana. He finds solace in their presence, feeling like he has found a home. During the interrogation with Rhea, Danny becomes increasingly defensive and frustrated. He denies any knowledge of Yitzhak and Ariana's whereabouts, insisting that he has no involvement in their disappearance. However, Rhea continues to press him, hinting at a potential connection between Danny and the missing individuals. The episode delves into Danny's troubled past, highlighting his strained relationship with his stepfather, Marlon. We see the emotional toll this dynamic takes on Danny, further contributing to his fragile state of mind. Rhea persists in probing Danny's memories, focusing on the ghost house and its association with Yitzhak. She hints at unresolved assaults during that time, suggesting a potential link between Ariana and the violent incidents. Danny struggles to recall the details, uncertain about Ariana's involvement and Yitzhak's true nature. In conclusion, Episode 1 of The Crowded Room sets the stage for Danny's troubled past to be explored. The mysterious connections between Danny, Ariana, and Yitzhak, along with the strained dynamics in Danny's life, add intrigue and suspense to the unfolding story.